Well, it's the 28th of August, is it Thursday?
It is.
Thursday the 28th of August. And we're on our own because we've just dropped Will off and Laura's gone to work. The big boys are sorting themselves out. And so we've come down to Lee-on-the-Solent where it's pretty breezy.
It's windy and cold.
And it's absolutely been chucking it down with rain. It's been pouring this morning. But we've got a bit of blue sky at the moment, so we're taking the opportunity to have a little walk. And this is the Solent. So across the water there is the Isle of Wight. In the distance that way, right over there, that's Southampton. And we went there last night to watch a show, Mary Poppins.
Absolutely amazing.
It was the most spectacular show I think we've ever seen.
It was.
If you'd have asked me before last night what was the most spectacular show, I think I probably would have said Les Mis, Les Miserables.
Well, I think I would have said Moulin Rouge.
I don't think I went to see that one. And before that, I probably would have said Cats. We went to see Cats many, many moons ago, and that was quite a spectacular show. But last night was way more than
the biscuit.
Yeah, absolutely did. In fact, it wasn't actually until the interval I realised that there was an orchestra.
No.
I mean, I thought the music was fantastic, but I thought it was canned music, but it was not. There was a live orchestra in the orchestra pit down below the stage there, and they were absolutely spot on, really amazing. I don't think they got enough applause at the end for the orchestra team.
Right on the stage.
Yeah, because it was really first class.
And the scenery was amazing.
I've never seen scenery like that.
No.
I mean, it was a bit like in Les Mis where all the scene just keeps moving and changing, but this one did a lot more than that. There was curtains with things projected on them. There was curtains that kept going up and going down. There were pieces of scenery that just changed on stage like one of these children's pop-up books. It just unfolded and it became something else.
The children were amazing, weren't they? And
two young children, yeah. The Jane and Michael Banks characters were so good. Words do escape me.
no, it was an absolutely spectacular show. Go and see it if you can.
Yeah, just walking past the splash park here, and there are children in the splash park. It's been absolutely pouring down with the rain, but got that little bit of sun, and why not splash around in the splash park? You're only going to get wet, aren't you? And perhaps see from the flags up above just how breezy it is. We've just escaped a little bit of breeze here for the moment, but as we get a bit further along, it obviously is very breezy. And just getting back to the show, 3 hours you said, did it?
Yeah.
It was a long show, but it just didn't feel like a long show because there was so much going on all the time.
And lots of remakes of the old songs and new songs as well, which were amazing. Supercalifragilistic was amazing.
Yeah, I can't believe anybody can say it as fast as they were saying it. Not only saying it, but dancing and doing actions to it. It was absolutely
And
amazing.
we had a lovely meal beforehand.
Yeah, so when we got to Southampton, we went by train and we walked out of the station, and we didn't actually walk out, we stayed in the station because it was pouring down with rain so heavily that we thought we'd better stay in the station until it went off a little bit. Anyway, we then just went across the road. There was a Costa there, went for a coffee, wished Ash happy birthday. And then as the rain subsided and we'd had our coffee and had a game of Uno with Will, we made our way round to where the Mayflower Theatre is, which is literally around the corner from where we were. So really 5 minutes walk.
5 minutes from the station.
Yeah, perfect really. And we just wanted to spy somewhere to eat. And there were a couple of places, including one actually joined on to the Mayflower Theatre, which is called the Mayflower. That was more of a pub. We had to shelter there for a while. Didn't go in, but we sheltered there because it was pouring down again. But as soon as that subsided, we crossed the road, and quite literally across the road was a church. I think it was St. Paul's Church being converted into a restaurant, and not just a restaurant but a venue for for live concerts. And
The flag.
yeah, there's the flag flying. And so we made our way in, and it was pretty empty as we went in, and asked if they'd have a table for us, which they did. Led us upstairs, and there were a few more people in there, not many. It was actually a wedding party, yeah. And so we sat down at the table. We had to wait for Lara, who was travelling from Bristol. She'd been to a meeting in Bristol, and we had to wait for her. But she sent us a message, and she ordered a drink, and pretty much as soon as the drinks arrived, Lara arrived, so it was good timing. We had a lovely meal, and as soon as we finished the meal, we could go just walk across the road and into the Mayflower to find our seats. So we were sitting right up high, but it was a spectacular view down onto the stage, nothing blocking our view at all. Sound system was excellent. The microphones that they must have been using leave me to shame.
Yeah.
And apologies if I've got some funny sounds. I've got a raincoat on here which might be swishing, and it's been very windy, so anyway, their microphones are very good. I need to investigate. Anyway, we watched the show, and following the show we had the same 5-6 minute walk back to the train station, only to discover I'd lost my tickets. So
I'll just help you a bit with this one.
So yeah, we had to buy 3 new tickets. They were really cheap, £3-4 with the tickets. The train we got on was there within about 4 or 5 minutes, so we got time, no problems, no issues. And off we went to Fareham. By this time, of course, Laura's with us, and she got the same ticket, and had the car waiting in Fareham to take us home, which made it a perfect evening.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. And when we got up this morning, it was raining again, but really heavy, heavy rain.
No.
And it's beautiful now. The sun is really shining. And I'm getting very hot because I've got all my raincoats zipped up.
Hello.
Morning. I'll unzip, I think. Let some air flow through. And we're just going down for a coffee too, on the water.
One of my favourite places.
When Anita's here on her own, she drops Will off at school usually, and then
Here.
comes to on the water for a coffee. And I'm privileged to be with her today.
Yeah.
So you can see along here they've got lots of benches. This is something I've been criticising in other places. On the water, Lee-on-the-Solent's got benches.
In Weymouth, wasn't
No,
it?
Weymouth was terrible for benches. And lots of them have got plaques, and some of them have got flowers, because plaques are remembering people who used to love walking along here and are now no longer with us. I think it's just a nice way of remembering them. You see how wet the benches are, so we can't actually sit on any of them. But they all seem to have plaques on. Which is nice. And this promenade, there's not as much to see as when we're walking along the promenade in Baleares, which is our normal walk, is nice and flat. And this is on the water.
So last time there was a deer swimming around in the sea.
Deer.
Yeah, the lifeguards told me there'd been a deer spotted at sea.
It's a good place if you want to spot ships coming in, because the ships come along the Solent. It's a nice safe passage for them to get to Southampton. Sometimes get some quite big ships coming in. There's a couple over there. One big one, one smaller one. Anyway, we'll go and see if they're open, see if we can get a coffee. There we go. On the water. So we come in here and well, we've got sofas we can sit down. We get sit here, we've got a nice view of the sea, and we can have our coffee. Well, we've got our seats, we've got our coffee, so cheers everyone.
Cheers.
And he's got sunglasses on inside.
I'll take them off.
Well, we've had a nice walk, been a bit blustery.
Day.
We've seen lots of rain. It's not raining at the moment, and almost as quickly as the rain comes down, it dries up very, very quickly because it is so windy, and well, the sun does keep popping through. As you can see over there, there's still lots of very dark clouds around. So we're going to be heading off back home now, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.